Welcome to Click. We're outside again.
Sensors to track dangerous hotspots.
The robots are operating like a swarm of bees would.
I'd love to be a cyborg.
It won't be long before we're all living in this virtual universe. Spencer, where are you? It looks like I really shouldn't be having salt.
We might be able to stop or even reverse the aging process. I've just sat here and controlled things with my brain.
It's like technology telekinesis, isn't it?
The race is on to decarbonise aviation.
Cleaning up the stuff that comes out of those.
AI is changing the world.
London to Paris in half an hour.
Touchless coffee, driverless cars. You can virtually try on clothes.
Can we take it for a spin?
That's Click, Saturday and Sunday at 12:30 on the BBC News Channel.
I've never seen it this bad in my lifetime.
The price has just gone up massively.
As food inflation squeezes shopping budgets, how can households afford the essentials?
I do record everything I spend.
Every penny now counts, so you've really got to think about what you're doing.
Panorama. Why is food so expensive? Watch on BBC iPlayer.
We lift everything, we lift everything.
Behind every headline, there is a human story. This is our world.
History is important.
A true sense of belonging. Saluing culture.
A series of documentary films that reveal the human drama at the heart of global events.
When you allow a country to take away one of your rights, you give that same country permission to take away all of your rights.
There are different experiences. There are different kinds of people.
Our World, this weekend on the BBC News Channel and iPlayer.
Want to understand what the news means for you? BBC News Catch Up on Sounds is a new playlist that puts you in control and lets you explore the stories you're interested in. From breaking headlines...
There's been a wave of missile strikes across Ukraine.
...to deep dive podcasts and current analysis.
The longer the conflict goes on, the more chance there is just something happening that leads to an escalation.
Make sense of the stories you care about whenever suits you. Open the BBC Sounds app, tap podcasts for News Catch Up.
Exploring the media revolution.
Everyone's entitled to an opinion. What they're not entitled to do is invent facts.
Get the background on the biggest stories.
It's not so much that there's a risk you're being played, it's just that you have to go into it with your eyes open.
The battle for influence and attention.
When I write a tweet, if I have a 1% doubt about it, I won't send it.
And the companies shaping the future.
Linear television will die over time.
The Media Show, Saturday at 4:30 on the BBC News Channel.
Tonight at 10, more ambulance strikes called for next month in several areas of England. It puts more pressure on emergency care and a health service already under serious strain this winter because of COVID and flu.
We have more flu intensive care patients across the patch than we do COVID at the moment.
Well, latest figures show that last week in England, a quarter of ambulances were delayed for more than an hour outside A&E. Also in the programme.
The next.
Heated scenes in the Scottish Parliament as it passes controversial legislation making it easier for people to change their legal gender. Bogged down in Ukraine's winter war, we have a special report from the front line.
But for all the sophisticated weaponry and all the ammunition, this is what it comes down to in the end. Men, mud, and an enemy which is within rifle range.
And a drive down the highway of David Hockney's inspirations. We speak to the artist about his new immersive exhibition.
On BBC London Bricks.
And coming up on the BBC News Channel, as you were for Erling Haaland as Manchester City take on Liverpool for a place in the League Cup quarter-finals.
Hello, good evening. 2 more 24-hour ambulance strikes in England have been announced for next month after yesterday's walkout. New figures show that even before the industrial action, about a quarter of ambulance patients in England last week waited more than an hour to be handed over to A&E. 16,000 ambulances were delayed outside A&E for over an hour. That's the highest number for a decade. And 4 in 10 waited at least half an hour. The target is 15 minutes. It all adds up to around 46,000 ambulance working hours lost because of handover delays. Our health editor, Hugh Pym, has this report. Well, the World Cup final may still be fresh in the memory, but domestic football in England has already resumed tonight in the Carabao Cup. 2 big names, Manchester City and Liverpool, met in the 4th round, with both teams having players not long off that plane from Qatar. Here's Joe Wilson.
Match day, souvenir scarf.
December football, Northwest, not Middle East.
The World Cup's rubbish. I like club footy better.
Feels like Christmas Day today, not on the 25th.
This is what I call proper football. The animosity between the fans and this and that, I think it's overhyped.
We don't like fighting. We're too old for it, aren't we?
We're too old for that.
Yeah.
We just like to support us with the voice, really.
Manchester City versus Liverpool may be the fixture these days. Both clubs had warned their fans here to support, not insult. The managers know they can set the tone. Looked warm pre-match. Now, while others did the World Cup, maybe Norway's Erling Haaland had spent weeks just imagining this moment. 1-0, 10th minute. By the 20th, Liverpool were level. Neat move, the finish from Fabio Carvalho. Teams easing back into the season? Forget it. Riyad Mahrez started the second half like this. Back to you, Liverpool. Instant response to equalise again. You remember Mo Salah, don't you? There he is. Kevin De Bruyne delivered the kind of cross Belgium had forgotten for Nathan Ake to win the game. City through to the quarter-finals. 5 goals, some yellow cards. At times it seemed both managers enjoyed it. Welcome back. Joe Wilson, BBC News.
And that's BBC News at 10. There's more analysis of the day's main stories on our website, but now it's time to join our colleagues across the nations and regions for the news where you are. From the 10 team, good night.